does it come from? This quest, this need to solve life's mysteries when the simplest of questions can never be answered. Why are we here? What is the soul? Why do we dream? Perhaps we'd be better off not looking at all. Not delving, not yearning. That's not human nature. Not the human heart. That is not why we are here.
Take it easy.
I'm okay.
You're all right.
I'm fine.
Take it easy.
There's no burns.
This quest, this need to solve life's mysteries. In the end, what does it matter when the human heart can only find meaning in the smallest of moments? They're here, among us, in the shadows, in the light, everywhere. Do they even know yet? We all imagine ourselves the agents of our destiny, capable of determining our own fate. But have we truly any choice in when we rise? Or when we fall? Or does a force larger than ourselves bid us our direction? Is it evolution that takes us by the hand? Does science point our way? Or is it God who intervenes, keeping us safe?
I saw.
For all his bluster, it is the sad province of man that he cannot choose his triumph. He can only choose how he will stand when the call of destiny comes, hoping that he'll have the courage to answer. It's not easy to trust this destiny that hides in every human heart. Even when it presents itself, it's human nature not to believe it. So for many, it never shows itself at all. For others, however, it lay dormant, an ember, waiting for its spark to ignite. Problem is, one never knows when that will be. When evolution selects its agents, it does so at a cost. makes demands in exchange for singularity, and you may be asked to do something against your very nature. Suddenly, the change in your life that should have been wonderful comes as a betrayal. It may seem cruel, but the goal is nothing short of self-preservation, survival. This force, evolution, is not sentimental. Like the Earth itself, it knows only the hard facts of life's struggle with death. All you can do is hope and trust that when you have served its needs faithfully, there may still remain some glimmer of the life you once knew. Sometimes questions are more powerful than answers. How is this happening? What are they? Why them and not others? Why now? What does it all mean? When a change comes, some species feel the urge to migrate. They call it Sukkenruha, a pull of the soul to a far-off place, following a scent in the wind, a star in the sky. The ancient message comes, calling the kindred to take flight and gather together. Only then can they hope to survive the cruel season to come. Evolution is an imperfect and often violent process. A battle between what exists and what is yet to be born. In the midst of these birth pains, morality loses its meaning. The question of good and evil reduced to one simple choice. Survive or perish. You do not choose your destiny. It chooses you. And those who knew you before fate took you by the hand cannot understand the depth of the changes inside. They cannot fathom how much you stand to lose in failure.
Micah?
That you are the instrument of a flawless design. And all of life may hang in the balance. The hero learns quickly who can comprehend and who merely stands in your way. The Earth is large, large enough that you think you can hide from anything, from fate, from God. If only you found a place far enough away. So you run. Hiranya Shringam Varunam Prabadehi Tirtame Dehi Yachitaha. To the edge of the earth, where all is safe again, quiet and warm. The solace of salt air. The peace of danger left behind. The luxury of grief. And maybe, for a moment, you believe you have escaped. You can run far, you can take your small precautions. But have you really gotten away? Can you ever escape? Or is the truth that you do not have the strength or cunning to hide from destiny?
What?
Nothing.
But the world is not small. You are. And fate can find you anywhere. We are, if anything, creatures of habit, drawn to the safety and comfort of the familiar. But what happens when the familiar becomes unsafe? When the fear that we have been desperately trying to avoid finds us where we live? We are all, at our cores, the sum of our fears. To embrace destiny, we must, inevitably, face those fears and conquer them. Whether they come from the familiar or the unknown.
I'm protecting you from the world.
You're my dad. You'll never not be my dad. I promise I'll be your little girl for as long as I can. But you can't protect me forever.
I know. And it breaks my heart.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, sweetheart. Go get ready for dinner.
This is Claire Bennett. That was attempt number 6.
It really does break my heart.
To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose.
The world needs to know about my findings. That's all that's important.
It is one thing to publish a book in the comfort of the university. It is another to leave everything behind, chasing a theory that is pure fantasy.
The Earth spins at 1,000 miles an hour as we desperately try to keep from being thrown off. Like the first blush of winter that signals a great migration.
Anata wa yasashi desune.
Was there any warning of their arrival?
She has a name, Jessica.
A sign? A single event that set this chain into motion?
This is what you've been waiting for.
Was it a whisper in God's ear?
Be the one we need.
Survive, adapt, escape. And if we could mark that single moment in time, that first hint of the prophecy of approaching danger.
I found a tape of a conversation my father had with a man named Sila.
Hello, Chandra. You made me this way.
Would we have done anything differently? Could it have been stopped?
You helped me to discover my potential.
Or was the die long ago cast? And if we could go back, alter its course, stop it from happening, would we?
過去に戻れる。
ヒロ、
どんなに強く願っても過去は変えられない。俺は失敗したんだ。
This list. You found them. These people. Their future is written on their DNA, just as the past, it seems, is written in stone.
I have something I have to tell you.
Was the die cast from the very beginning? Or is it in our own hands to alter the course of destiny? Of all our abilities, it is free will that truly makes us unique. With it, we have a tiny but potent chance to deny fate. And only with it can we find our way back to being human.
I loved her.
In the beginning, there was discovery, a confusion of elements, the first snowfall of impossible change. Old lives undone, left behind. Strange faces made familiar, new nightmares to challenge sleep. New friends to feel safe with. Only then comes control, the need to impose order onto chaos. Through determination, through study, through struggle.
She's gonna be okay. You know that, right?
You told me the truth, right?
All in defiance of a thundering truth. They're here, and the earth shudders underfoot.
Oh, God. Please help me.
When we embrace what lies within, our potential has no limit.
And as far as you know, that was attempt number 1.
The future is filled with promise, the present rife with expectation. But when we deny our instinct and struggle against our deepest urges,
Are you on the list?
uncertainty begins. Where does this path lead?
I have no idea how you're pulling this off, but I swear to God, I'm not gonna stop until I figure it out. You understand me?
When will the changes end? Is this transformation a gift or a curse?
You don't know anything about power.
And for those who fear what lies ahead,
Can't control it.
Let me help you, Peter.
the most important question of all, can we ever really change what we are? To survive in this world, we hold close to us those people on whom we depend. We trust in them our hopes, our fears.
Go away, you!
Mom, what's going on?
This mangy thing came at me out of nowhere. I think it has rabies. Go away. Scat!
Mom, this is your dog, Mr. Muggles. You love him.
I don't have a dog. I don't know any Mr. Muggles. And I don't know you.
But what happens when trust is lost? Where do we run when the things we believe in vanish before our eyes?
It's done.
Micah, did I get another package?
Yeah, it's in your bedroom.
Thanks.
Opening it now.
When all seems lost, the future unknowable, our very existence in peril.
Yeah, I remember him. a problem. Consider it done.
All we can do is run.
People think I collect art. What I really collect are lives fixed in paint. A perfect moment capturing an entire existence, made immortal.
What you've done is not evolution, it's murder. What I am doing is revenge.
A monster's fight to survive. And live to kill again. A mother willing to fracture her own soul to protect her child.
Don't lie to me anymore. You told me she was gone. Now which one of you's in control? Nikki? Jessica?
Not so sure.
Youth struggle for innocence despite life's cruelty.
Who are you? I'm your grandmother.
The double-edged lies needed to sustain a double-edged life.
He is going to be a problem. Why don't we do it right now?
Sorry.
What do we think? He's telling the truth. He doesn't know where Claire is.
A wandering hero's pure joy at success. And his darkest hour, when all the world seems lost. All perfect moments frozen in time. Alone, each tells a single story. Together, they can tell the future.
Takezo Kensei longed to unite Japan. He went to the dragon of Kiso Mountain and asked the dragon to teach him the secrets of the sword. The dragon taught him to become the Kensei, a sword saint. He fought his enemies and won, saving his people. Then, the dragon came to his palace, demanding the life of the princess. Kensei drew his sword and plunged it into his own heart. He handed it to the dragon and said, "My love is in here. Take it." And then he died.
Where does it come from, this quest? This need to solve life's mysteries when the simplest of questions can never be answered. Why are we here? What is the soul? Why do we dream? Perhaps we'd be better off not looking at all. Not delving, not yearning. But that's not human nature, not the human heart. That is not why we are here. Yet still we struggle to make a difference, to change the world, to dream of hope, never knowing for certain who we will meet along the way. Who among the world of strangers will hold our hand? Touch our hearts and share the pain of trying. We dream of hope, we dream of change, of fire, of love, of death. And then it happens. the dream becomes real. And the answer to this quest, this need to solve life's mysteries, finally shows itself, like the glowing light of a new dawn.
Let's go home.
Home where our house burnt down.
Home is anywhere our family is together.
You've got a plan, right?
So much struggle for meaning, for purpose. And in the end, we find it only in each other. Our shared experience of the fantastic and the mundane. The simple human need to find a kindred, to connect, and to know in our hearts that we are not alone. Mankind cannot survive alone. So what is it that unites strangers?
We all long to belong. What's wrong with wanting to be normal?
They've been leading separate lives.
Where were you?
We all need to be needed.
We can make a difference.
All of them searching for answers.
What happened to me?
I can't control it.
Now, when the world needs them most, destiny will bring them together.
Whatever's happening to you, it's happening to me too.
How did you find me?
I thought you'd help me.
I need answers.
You can't tell anyone.
What would people do if they knew what we were capable of? I see you. Shh. Don't you get it? We are all connected. We are both special.
But man's natural instinct to bond
I'm not the only one.
can be dangerous.
Hello, Isaac. I need your help.
Did you know how you have a secret? Mom has a secret too.
And you told him it was all gonna be okay. That there were people who cared. Who would make a difference. That you would save the world.
Something is happening to me too.
One person couldn't do that.
I need you.
We each have a purpose.
How fast do you think we could fly?
Together, we can save mankind
I'm ready.
if we heed one prophecy.
Save the cheerleader. Save the world.
Don't you get what would happen?
For thousands of years, human beings have shared the same basic traits. But all that is about to change. All over the world, ordinary people are discovering extraordinary abilities.
Do you ever get the feeling like you were meant to do something extraordinary?
They're here, among us. Ordinary people finding something extraordinary in themselves. The world needs them, and their time has come. The sun rises on a new dawn. Yet few of us realize the debt we owe to those responsible for this, to those who dwell among us, anonymous, seemingly ordinary, whom destiny brought together to repair, to heal, to save us from ourselves.
If evolution can do this for even the smallest of creatures, then why not these human beings?
If someone here found out about me, what would happen? When will they stop?
I don't know.
She's a shiny new toy, and she's all mine.
And they're still out there, among us, in the shadows, in the light. We pass them on the street without a glance, never suspecting, never knowing. Do they even know yet? That they are bound together by a common purpose, a glaring reality, to be extraordinary.
Teleportation, tissue regeneration. These are no longer simply theories. I have seen them with my own eyes.
And when destiny does anoint them,
My name is Hiro Nakamura. I'm from the future.
how do they hide from it?
You may feel confined here, but this is far freer a cage than the one they'd put you in.
How long can they dwell in the shadows before either fate or their own flawed humanity draws them out into the light again? And how will they know what awaits them when it finally does? When confronted by our worst nightmares, the choices are few. Fight or flight. We hope to find the strength to stand against our fears, but sometimes, despite ourselves, we run. What if the nightmare gives chase? Where can we hide then?
It is human nature to look to the past, to the road we have traveled, to what has so far defined us.
The sun is gonna rise, shine down on another day.
But only by leaving our past behind can we then push onward.
There will be a tomorrow, even if you choose to leave.
Into an unknown tomorrow, into the dawn of a new future,
Don't matter to the sun.
into the light of a new beginning.
It is man's ability to remember that sets us apart. Caitlin! We are the only species concerned with the past. Our memories give us voice and bear witness to history so that others might learn. So they might celebrate our triumphs and be warned of our failures.
Adam, I don't know any Adam.
There are many ways to define our fragile existence, many ways to give it meaning. But it is our memories that shape its purpose and give it context. A private assortment of images, fears, loves, regrets.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For it is the cruel irony of life that we are destined to hold the dark with the light, the good with the evil, success with disappointment. This is what separates us, what makes us human. And in the end, what we must fight to hold on to. Turning in the widening gyre, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world.
I'm Peter Petrelli!
The blood-dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. Surely some revelation is at hand. Surely the second coming is at hand. The second coming. Hardly are those words out when a vast image out of Spiritus Mundi troubles my sight. Somewhere, in sands of the desert, a shape with lion body and the head of a man, a gaze blank and pitiless as the sun, is moving its slow thighs, while all about it reel shadows of the indignant desert birds. The darkness drops again, but now I know that 20 centuries of stony sleep were vexed to nightmare by a rocking cradle. And what rough beast, its hour come round at last, slouches towards Bethlehem to be born. In the ongoing search for self, there are days when we learn something genuinely new. Something uncovered, hidden, that we never knew was there. Something that surprises us. And on that day of self-discovery, the question remains: what kind of person are we? Does the hero or the villain inside us win the day? And as the search for self continues, we look for answers everywhere. In nature, in God, in tiny tragedies that may never be understood. But still, we are driven to it, single-minded on one goal: to find our purpose on this earth. No matter what the ramification, the friendships that may be hurt, or the deals with the devil we need to make.
It's all happening so fast. My life is a speeding train and I'm not sure where it's headed. One thing is certain, I've been given a second chance. Touched by God, and I've got to believe that He has a purpose for my life. So why am I filled with self-doubt? Plagued by demons, real and imaginary. I'm frightened by the challenges ahead, and haunted by the ghosts of my past. Does God know what I am? Do I? Am I an angel or a monster? A hero or a villain? And why can't I see the difference?
In every journey, the traveler must ask, was the right path taken? Many roads are long and winding, filled with those who have lost their way. Some forge their own course, guided by faith, seeking not a location, but a kindred soul. Others step together, finding safety in the arms of another. A few remove themselves from the trail to avoid the path of temptation. But those who watch the track too closely fail to see where it led them. And they're often all too surprised by their destination.
Say something.
Forgive me.
A child is born to innocence. A child is drawn towards good. Why then do so many among us go so horribly wrong? What makes some walk the path of darkness, while others choose the light? Is it will? Is it destiny? Can we ever hope to understand the force that shapes the soul? To fight evil, one must know evil. One must journey back through time and find that fork in the road, where heroes turn one way and villains turn another.
I'd like to thank all our dear friends for coming tonight.
When the moon passes between the sun and the earth, strange fascination takes root in the heart. And suddenly, anything is possible. Its power is undeniable. Its beauty, mesmerizing. Its lure, biblical. Its meaning, unknowable. And as quickly as it comes, it disappears, leaving us to dwell on our own insignificance in the face of God.
I think I'm the catalyst.
It starts with light and ends with light, and in between there is darkness. Nothing there is beyond hope, nothing that can be sworn impossible. Nothing left unimagined, since Zeus, father of the Olympians, made night from midday. Hiding the light of the shining sun and raining dark fear down upon men.
It's coming.
There's a moment in every war where everything changes. A moment when the road bends. Alliances and battle lines shift, and the rules of engagement are rewritten. Moments like these can change the nature of the battle and turn the tide for either side. So we do what we can to understand them. To be ready for change, we steady our hearts, curb our fears, muster our forces, and look for signs in the stars. But these moments, these game changers, remain a mystery. Destiny's invisible hand, moving pieces on a chessboard. No matter how much we prepare for them, how much we resist the change, anticipate the moment, fight the inevitable outcome. In the end, we're never truly ready when it strikes.
On the sixth day, God created man in his own image. Now it's up to us to figure it all out. Right, wrong, good, evil. In each of us is the capacity to decide what drives our actions. So what is it that makes some choose selflessness, the need to devote oneself to something greater, while others know only self-interest, isolating themselves in a world of their own making? Some seek love even if unrequited, while others are driven by fear and betrayal. There are those who see their choices as dark proof of God's absence, while others follow a path of noble destiny. But in the end, good, evil, right or wrong, what we choose is never what we really need, for that is the ultimate cosmic joke. The real gift that God has left behind.
There is good, and there is evil. Right and wrong. Heroes and villains. And if we're blessed with wisdom, then there are glimpses between the cracks of each where light streams through. We wait in silence for these times, when sense can be made. When meaningless existence comes into focus and our purpose presents itself. And if we have the strength to be honest, then what we find there, staring back at us, is our own reflection, bearing witness to the duality of life. That each one of us is capable of both the dark and the light, of good and evil, of either, of all. And destiny, while marching ever in our direction, can be rerouted by the choices we make, by the love we hold on to, and the promises we keep. Generations unfold, father to son, mother to daughter. Where one leaves off, the other follows, destined to repeat each other's mistakes, each other's triumphs. For how do we see the world, if not through their lens? The same fears, the same desires? Do we see them as an example to follow, or as a warning of what to avoid? Choosing to live as they have, simply because it's what we know, or driven to create our own identity. And what happens if we find them to be a disappointment? Can we replace them? Our mothers, our fathers? Or will destiny find a way to drive us back to the familiar comforts of home? It is our nature to protect our children, for each generation to pass on their cautionary tales to the next. So it is with the myth of Icarus, the legend of a boy who fashioned wings from feathers and wax, daring to fly into the heavens. His father was fearful and warned Icarus to be careful,
Find something?
begging him not to tempt fate by flying too close to the sun. But in the end, the boy couldn't resist. His waxen wings melted from the sun's rays.
Mom?
And he plunged to his death.
This is just wrong.
Angela and Alice Shaw.
How'd a pretty skirt like you get a scar like that?
A bicycle accident.
Come on. Let's have a dance. Well, you missed your prom, and you love this song.
I never told you that.
Hey.
Remember when I got an F in history? Dad took away the TV and dessert. I was so mad that night a hailstorm smashed his car. So I think I can control the weather. Is Dr. Suresh gonna come for me?
We can never let this happen again. Not ever. No one can know about us.
They already do.
Not for long. I had a dream about the future. We're going to form a group. A company.
For every being cursed with self-awareness, there remains the unanswerable question. Who am I? We struggle to find meaningful connections to one another. We are the caring friend, the loving father, the doting mother, the protected child. We fight and we love in the hope that somehow, together, we can understand our significance in the universe. But in the end, no one can share our burden. Each of us alone must answer the question, who am I? What does it mean to be alive? And in the vast infinity of time, how do I matter? There are nearly 7 billion people on this planet. Each one unique, different. What are the chances of that? And why? Is it simply biology, physiology that determines this diversity? A collection of thoughts, memories, experiences that carve out our own special place? Or is it something more than this? Perhaps there's a master plan that drives the randomness of creation, something unknowable that dwells in the soul and presents each one of us with a unique set of challenges that will help us discover who we really are.
okay?
We are all connected, joined together by an invisible thread, infinite in its potential and fragile in its design. Yet while connected, we are also merely individuals, empty vessels to be filled with infinite possibilities. An assortment of thoughts, beliefs, a collection of disjointed memories and experiences. It's a new beginning, Mom. Can I be me without these? Can you be you?
Take it the president agreed to it?
Funding, resources, deniability. I told them I found just the man to head up our new... What were we gonna call it?
I always liked the company.
Do? 良くなった？
いや、ダメだ。うちに帰る時間だ。行くぞ。
Can't believe he's really dead.
He's really dead, Claire. He really is.
And if this invisible thread that holds us together were to sever, to cease, what then? What would become of billions of lone, disconnected souls? And therein lies the great quest of our lives. To find, to connect, to hold on. For when our hearts are pure and our thoughts in line, we are all truly one, capable of repairing our fragile world and creating a universe of infinite possibilities. What is it that unites us? The will to evolve past the ordinary?
Like this.
The excitement of a shared experience? Or discovering who we want to be? In each of us, the potential to be a hero. Human life stretches far throughout the planet, growing, changing, evolving. At the forefront sits a movement, a phenomenon bridging the gaps between continents and cultures, a beacon for a community that yearns to discover its true destiny. Where does this path lead? To know that, we must go back to the beginning.
There are others like us out there. In the shadows. In the light. Each grasping for meaning in a world that won't accept them for who they really are. They, like us, are blessed, gifted with extraordinary abilities. And they, like us, struggle with finding their place in an ordinary world. A world that never understood or appreciated what makes us different. Haunted by their past. From those who would harm them and keep them from their destiny. Every one of them deserves a chance to be who they really are. But to what end? For what purpose? Here in this place, we offer salvation. We offer hope. We offer redemption. And one by one, they will come to our side, to our family, and they will find their way home. And all who have gathered will be strong. And all who have gathered will stand in unison. They say it's time we found our way back home again. Find your way home, brother. A broken vessel, an empty shell. What is a man without mind, without memory? A ghost? A body in search of a soul? With no compass to guide us, how can we know if our destiny is to seek the good or obey the demons that whisper in our ear? The blank slate hungers to be written upon. The body thrives when the heart has a mission.
There are many ways to define our fragile existence, many ways to give it meaning.
I love you. I love you, Nathan.
But it is our memories that shape its purpose and give it context.
Hero, you're very sick.
Brain tumor. I'm dying.
A private assortment of images, fears, loves, regrets. And we alone choose the importance of each.
How do you feel, Hiro?
ワトソン君を助けなくては。スコッティ、転送頼む。
Building our own unique histories, one memory at a time.
What have you done?
Did you send a cello to my apartment?
Cello? No.
Hoping the ones we choose to remember don't betray or trap us.
There are no bad powers, Emma. You will learn to use your powers to do good things in the world.
Where'd you learn how to do that?
Medical school. I dropped out.
Are you gonna go back to school? Go be a doctor?
For it is the cruel irony of life that we are destined to hold the dark with the light, the good with the evil.
You betrayed me.
I'm still your brother.
I need you to start by retrieving some files from the apartment of a Mr. Noah Bennett.
What do you want?
We don't want anyone to get hurt, so we'll just take what we came for, and we will be on our way.
This is what separates us, what makes us human.
Gone.
So are your files.
And in the end, what we must fight to hold on to.
Where'd you get that?
I stole it from my dad.
You came all this way to go to a carnival?
Claire, so glad you could make it. I think it's time for some soul searching. You're welcome to stay a few days and do just that.
I'm gonna stay. Just for a couple days.
Not sure she's going to serve a purpose for you.
It's not her I'm after.
us out of here. Let me see you try.
Charlie was my heart, my world, my happily ever after. I did everything I could to try and save her life.
Where is Charlie?
I'm the only one who knows exactly where your sweet Charlie is.
You want to know what really happened here tonight? Keep the cameras on me.
Stay with her. Don't lose her.
Claire! Claire!
You getting this?
What is she doing?
Breaking my heart.
じゃあ帰ろうか。
ああ、やっとだな。あれ？彼女何してんの？
It's amazing, Peter.
What is?
When I saved her, I didn't have a thought for myself. I could have killed Doyle, but I didn't. It felt good. It felt right.
What the hell does she think she's doing? She's gonna change everything.
That's right. It's a brave new world.
My name is Claire Bennett, and this is a temp number. I guess I've kind of lost count.
It is human nature to look to the past, to the road we have traveled, to what has so far defined us.
The shocking moment caught on tape as a young woman jumps from a Ferris wheel and miraculously heals in front of rolling cameras.
But only by leaving our past behind can we then push onward.
My name is Claire Bennett, and this is a temp number. I guess I've kind of lost count.
Into an unknown tomorrow, into the dawn of a new future, into the light of a new beginning.
Who is she? She's your mother.
Do you ever get the feeling you were meant to do something extraordinary?
The comic book you love.
Bent Wonders?
You have more in common with your favorite character than you think.
Hiro Nakamura?
You are different, Tommy. You'll always be different.
The boy is like his uncle and his great-grandfather. He can absorb powers.
My name's Hiro Nakamura, former master of time and space.
でももし辛くなったり迷うことがあればこれを読むんだ。I love you. Be brave. You're the best son a dad could ever have.
I'm ready. I'm ready to save the world.
Beautiful, isn't it? When nature is so unpredictable.
When you look back at the things you've done, the decisions you've made, the last thing you want to feel is regret. Am I right? I'll see you soon, Claire Bear.
On Little Odessa, Texas.
Memories are funny things. The good ones fill our lives with meaning, with context, with clarity. While other memories can deceive, the ones that make you believe that you know the truth, those are the dangerous ones. When you look back on the decisions you've made in your life, the one thing you don't want to feel is regret.
Hello, Mohinder.
I know that you have no control over who you are,
You shouldn't have come.
what you are.
Do you ever get the feeling that you're meant to do something extraordinary?
Molly Walker. Welcome back.
Hello, Noah. It's coming. And when it does, everything changes.
What? Surprised to see me?
It's happening faster than we thought. I don't think I can control it much longer.
Memories are funny things. The good ones fill your life with meaning, with context, with clarity, while other memories can deceive. The ones that make you believe you know the truth. They're the dangerous ones. The ones that hold you hostage. When you look back on all the decisions you've made in your life, the one thing you don't want to feel is regret. Am I right?
It's coming. Oh, Renee, no, no! What did I need to forget? What is it? Renee! Ugh.
Where does it come from? This fear, this quest, this need to hide in a simpler past when the future cannot be avoided. It's coming. And when it does, everything will change. Yet there are those who can stop it. Do we know how?
It's happening faster than we thought. I don't think I can control it much longer.
How do we find our true purpose? Is it something we're born with, written into our genetic code? Or is it something we must learn over time? A growing awareness derived from life's joys and sorrows.
Mom?
From our loves. Our losses, our achievements, and our suffering.
all have a unique purpose. And try as we might, we cannot run from it. The only question that remains: will we be able to stay true to who we are? Or will we succumb to the pressure of destiny and become something else entirely? Something inhuman. Time was designed to move in one direction, ever forward, allowing our lives to be a series of choices, threaded one after another. These choices define who we are.
What is it?
Whether it is to protect the family we cherish,
You should have never found me.
the truth we know and the memories we hold on to,
Forget the past now.
the past that we cannot leave behind,
Save the future.
or the search for the answers to our own private mysteries. But meddle with the laws of time, twist it, bend it, and even the smallest of butterflies can alter history itself, turn friend into foe, causing the most unexpected of consequences, and the greatest tidal wave of change. No matter the unforeseeable consequences of our actions, when all seems lost and the future remains uncertain, we take solace in the knowledge that the sun will rise again, and what is destined will remain.
It's time.
They just want to be left alone so they could scratch out some small purpose. They can give their life some meaning, community, hope, like all the rest of us. And when that darkness rolls in, and it will, they'll be here, ready for the call, up for the task, without us even having to ask.
What is it?
I don't know.
The planet is changing, no matter how we deny it.
Do they have any idea what's really coming?
So the question arises, how do we ensure our survival in the dark days?
Meet mankind's greatest hope.
Right now, I have to get you and your sister to Odessa.
Destiny, while marching ever in our direction, can be rerouted by the choices we make. Who will live? Who will die? And who among us will inherit this brave new world?
Despite humans being the dominant species on this planet, 12 brothers and sisters were able to change the compass today. They bravely sacrificed their lives to show the world that we will not conform to an inferior species. The time has come for us to claim our rightful position. Any attack, any blood spilled of a human is a victory for us. We will not stop until we have weeded you from this planet. This is your destiny.
What the...
Why would he be here instead of the hospital?
It's about time, my old friend.
My name is Micah. Some of you know me as Hero Truther. You have been fed a pack of lies by the head of Renatus, Erica Kravit. She drove the wedge between Evos and non-Evos. I can prove it. Despite humans being the dominant species on this planet, 12 brothers and sisters managed to change the compass today.
Erica, how's that? I feel like it could be stronger on the
I
left.
need you to be more threatening. The world needs to be terrified of you and every single Evo we fail. Try again.
Lies and deception, all of it. Evos and non-Evos, you were meant to share this world. Now it's time for us all to stand together and fight
I've been looking
to save our planet.
forward to this.
Really? Because you don't quite seem to be all here. After I'm finished putting your lights out, I'm going to kill the real you, and then your father. Now, game over.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
so young.
So this is the infamous cheerleader, huh? Come on, let's go find your brother. I owe him an apology.